Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two branded new knives from CIVIVI to share with all you guys and gals. I hope you're having a freaking fantastic day today. And by the way, this is a new model. This is an upgrade. This is a new model. Just to be clear, and I need an unboxing knife. Let me grab one and we'll just use this one. How about the CIVIVI Elementum 2 button lock? But as I was saying, I hope you're having a ooh, by the way, that's a really good knife. This is my favorite of the Elementums. And don't get me started. I'll go down a rabbit hole talking about all these other knives and won't talk about the ones that we're here to check out. But I'm going to do a quick unboxing and a first impressions. And usually my impressions are very impressionable. People will say, dude, lay off the caffeine. And I'm like, oh, I haven't had any yet. Ladies and gents, this is the CIVIVI Primitrox. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it and all of its Primitroxness. Okay, so this is pretty clean. I like it. This comes in 3 different variants, and I'll show you the other 2 variants here in just a second. But just getting a look at all this cleanness. This is Gaborsha wood. It's always Gaborsha. Let me get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. There's not really any texture. The wood is smooth. Watch your mind. It is smooth wood. And look at this. T8s. And look at this. It's a reversible deep carry clip, and it is it has flat screws. It's not inset into the liners. That would make it even a little bit better. But, ooh, very nice gems. And just in case you're one of the folks that do like this, the jimping on this one is it is pretty nice. You know what? It's kind of micro jimping-ish. It's not as grabby as I'm used to. I don't know. We're going to check that out. But let's get this blade out. Are you ready? Ooh, wow, look at that. That is very clean, very crispy. I like the looks of this. I mean, you can't go wrong with this knife. It has neutral handles. It's nice and crispy. It has a large forward choil going on up here. Nitro V blade steel, baby. Let's see, does it say it anywhere where we can get in there and see? Golly. Okay, there you go. There you go, little fella. A little bit of Nitro V action. So it is a crispy looking blade. This is a flat grind. And I do believe you can get this other than the satin finish. You can also get a black wash blade in this knife. It is a liner lock. And how's our lockup? Lockup's looking good right there in the middle. It has a cage ceramic ball bearings for the pivot assembly. And this is a captive pivot. And then let's see, are we centered? Yes, it's centered. And ooh, it feels nice and crispy. Left and right, up and down. So laterally, no movement. We have no movement. Solid lockup. How are we looking on the pass-through here? The pass-through, if you look, it doesn't really have a cutout. I would say it's about the same on both sides, but you do have a little bit of jimps right here on that liner lock, which are easily accessible. They're not hateful, but you do have to commit your thumb. You have to push your thumb a little bit. I can feel it. No warm spot, no hate at all towards it. It's just, it's, you know, you're not dealing with the frame lock. And you can see how easy that is to operate. I'm liking it. And ooh, yeah, drop shutty. That's what I'm talking about. And since we're looking at CIVIVI, let's put this one out here. Everybody has one of these bad boys, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? This is one of the many versions of the CIVIVI Praxis. And how about the CIVIVI Cogent? Okay, there we go. I was trying to narrow it down by guess. And so if you have a CIVIVI Cogent, then it's going to put you right in about the same area as far as blade length. Yeah, the blades are very similar, except for with this one, you're going to get that nice forward choil. Now, how about this one right here, the CJRB Pyrite? It's not the Feldspar, it's the Pyrite. And of course, everybody should have a QSP Penguin, because you know you got to have a penguin, right? So there's a couple sizes. Oh, wait a minute. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Right here is the CIVIVI Elementum 2 button lock for size reference. So if this knife is a little bit small for you, this one's going to fit in your hand a little bit better. Speaking of which, let's check out the action in the ergos. Oh, and before I forget, the overall length of this bad boy is 7.9 inches, 200 millimeters, and the close length is 4.4 inches, which is 112 millimeters. Millimeters? And your blade is 3.5 inches long, which is 85 millimeters of Nitro V blade steelness. And this, the weight on this bad boy is 95 grams, which is 3.2 0.37 ounces. Now for the feel of it, let's go ahead and check out the action and the ergos. First, I'll start with the ergos. Giving it a little bit of the bee squeeze. The ergos are exactly what you would expect, what you would feel with this. So I am feeling this when I'm giving it a little bit. If I'm doing some push cutting, let's see. Okay, I'm getting decent grippage from that, from the jippage. A little bit of jippage, grippage. So I'm getting better grippage than I thought I was going to get. So, I mean, what can I say? Every single time, CIVIVI always manages to come through with the jimping. But now, however, I am feeling this liner lock. So depending on how you hold your knife, I'm going to hold it like this when I'm coming down and I'm pushing into some cardboard. I can tell that the pocket clip's there, but it's not hateful. It's not hitting me in any kind of wrong sort of way. I would say that right there would be my only, that's kind of a warm spot depending on how you're going to hold that with your first finger. However, if you're going to be doing some slicing like this, maybe a little pull cuts, that is very nice. You can see how my hand falls in here. And of course, with those the neutral ergers, with the neutral ergos, it fits in your hand very nice. And you know what? I'm liking this. This has a classy look. There's something about that Gaborsha wood. And look at that. Absolutely drop shutting. Let me give you a little bit of acoustics. You see how easy that is to operate. And how's this going to operate left-handed? Equally as well. Oh my gosh, it's just so smooth. I mean, it's hard to find complaints with CIVIVI. I mean, maybe there's a bad one out of the bunch every once in a while, but usually it's going to be just like this one, just well operating, just like you want it to. Yes, you can do a little bit of the slow roll, and let's see, can we push button it? Oh yeah, comes flying out with the authority in. A little bit of pull, and let's take a look here. I'm feeling that. See there? That is how you do jimping. I mean, it's very rare I ever have any complaints or any nitpicks with the jimping. Look at that. It's all the way around. It's grabby. It does what it's supposed to. I don't have to commit my finger. You just barely put your index finger up there and pull back, and then you have blade to work with. I appreciate that. So I like the action, the fit, the ergos, everything about it. You can see that they're not sharp edges. They are chamfered off just a little bit on the wood. And the other two versions, the other one is JG10 with the satin finish. And then there's a black G10 with black stonewash blade. I'm really surprised that they didn't come out with a micarta version of this, but that just means that if it's popular and a lot of people like it, you know, they without a doubt will come out with the dark green micarta. They'll probably come out with a couple different colors of micarta, and then they'll start going nuts with all the different colors and shades of different scales. But I'm telling you, this it's a complete winner. This is a nice one. And the other thing about this is in the 50s. Nitro V blade steel, Gaborsha wood, flipper, cage ceramic ball bearings, captive pivot, in I think it's the mid 50s, so like $55 or something like that. That's an absolute win. Now, let's check out the other one. And I'm telling you what, if you like folding pocket knives, or you like everyday carry gear, then every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Did you hear me? Every Friday night, if you're wanting something to do, or you have questions about any knives you've seen on the channel, or you want me to take one apart, or you just want to learn more about knives, or if you just like to hang out with other people that like the same things you do, and you want to tell you want to tell people about the new knife you just got, this is the place to be. Make sure you come and hang out with us on Fridays, 8:15 to around midnight every Friday night. It is so much fun. And we give knives just like this away every Friday. That's not the reason for the live stream, but it sure does make it fun. This is the new CIVIVI Elementum utility knife. Would you look at it? Just look at it. It's a button lock and a flipper, and it has nice jimping. The jimping doesn't go all the way around, but no matter which side I'm putting my finger, it's grabbing it. And let's get this dude out of the way for just a minute. You ready to see it? Oop, there it is. And yeah, it's a utility blade. This is 6CR, and it does come with, at least I think it does, comes with, yeah, look at this. It comes with a pack of 3 extra utility blades. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So it comes with extras, and you could always get some extras and put in this little casey case. By the way, they come with a nice case with a nice cloth. Yeah, I was trying to make music. That didn't work. So this is what it looks like. You have a, what is that, a T? Oh, okay. I'm kind of surprised by that. So this looks like a T8 is what you use to change out your blade. I'm surprised that this isn't something that you could automatically unscrew without a T8. But I don't know. I just kind of expected something different. You do get most, if you look right here, you get most of the entire utility blade, which is very nice. And this gives you two options. You can flip it around, so you'll have two edges or 2 points before you need to switch. You all know what it's like to use a utility knife, right? And then there's a look at your thumb studs, and nice jimping, of course, and it's a button lock. Not too bad. Nice and tactile, nice and snappy. And this comes in 4 different variants. I'll show you pictures of the other ones that I don't have. This is the gray aluminum. And then this part right here is the stonewash blade holder. And of course, this does have a captive pivot. It has caged ceramic ball bearings. And how's the action? Oh, it's nice and snappy. It's, you know what? It's really snappy. I like the feel and sound of that. Here's a little bit of acoustics for you. Nice blade retention. That blade comes down and stays. I appreciate that. And this has a reversible deep carry clip, and you have a big lanyard, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Nice open design, and I guess it's not centered, but I don't think you would expect it to be centered because your blade is on one side of the holder. The holder itself, the blade holder, is centered, and there's no blade play up and down, left to right, so that's very nice. And this does have some very nice looking thumb studs. That's pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like next to the Elementum itself. Here's an original version of the CIVIVI Elementum. Or no, it's not. That's the Warncliffe. Yeah, I do have a couple Elementums. It's Elementum, my dear Watson. Here is the CIVIVI Elementum 2 button lock. And where's the white one that I just had out? Ah, here it is. And this is what it looks like next to the other button lock. Where's a regular version? Okay, I'll just keep it going. This is an opportunity to show you the different styles that you can get in the Elementum. Oh my freaking goodness. All I wanted was a regular Elementum, and I finally found it. It's right here. I grabbed a few. There you go. That's the regular Elementum. It's the same dimension, same everything. This is a lot smaller. So if you look here, this is definitely something to take note. If you have an Elementum, which most knife people, knife collectors, knife enthusiasts have had an Elementum at one point in time or another, then this gives you an idea. Let me put this on top of here to show you. I'm going to put this pivot right on top of the other pivot, and you can see here that it's, I wouldn't say it's a significant amount, but you definitely do have a shorter handle, and that's what it looks like as far as your blade. And I'll show you what it looks like in my hand. But the action, the fit, the finish, the fit and the finit, all that works very well. Let's see how it feels in the hand. So with my hand, which is 4 inches, 3.5, and then from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Yeah, it's comfortable. I don't have any complaints. And wait a minute. Okay, look at that. Okay, it's not really choilish, but you do have plenty of real estate up here to put your hand to do some cutting like that. I like it. That's pretty convenient. I'm liking what I'm smelling, what I'm stepping in. That's pretty cool. I do like it. And you know what? These run around like 40 bucks, 42 bucks. So I think for $42, you can get these in green or black or blue aluminum. So whatever color fits your fancy. And these are becoming more popular utility style knives like this. And I would say the only thing that I found odd myself, and you know, I'm not an expert, but I was kind of surprised that this takes a T8. Now, if you're like me and you always have a T8 bit on you, I have them on my keychains, in my book bag, everywhere else, then that's not going to be a problem for you. But it's just something to take into consideration. So that's the new CIVIVI Elementum utility. And this is the new CIVIVI Primitrox. This kind of sounds like a transformer, the Primitrox. But let me know what you think about them. Do you like either one of them? Are you good, bad, or indifferent on the subject? Definitely leave me a comment in the comment section. And if you like my comments, or if you like my comments, well, I mean, yeah. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up, support the channel, and go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you in the lives or the chats or the high stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.